We're at the macphail School of Music with Adam Linz, who is on the faculty here, and he's also the bassist in Fat Kid Wednesday. First, we'll talk about his job here at macphail School of Music, which involves working with youngsters, or young people perhaps I should say, on jazz. So, what's your title here?
I am the jazz coordinator here at macphail, which means I coordinate anything jazz that's happening here. I'm the guy.
What jazz things are happening here?
We offer several things. We offer private instruction in jazz. We offer group combos in jazz. We offer theory courses. We offer summer jazz courses. We also have a partnership with the Dakota Foundation for Jazz Education, and also run the Dakota Combo out of here, which is a scholarship group that happens every year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think you'd become an educator, Adam?
No, I thought I was just going to be a performer. Most of us, we get pulled into education because people want to study with us, and they want to find out how we do what we do and how we communicate with the stuff that we call jazz. And you just kind of, when I moved back to the Twin Cities, right away I was hired over at McDowell Smith because of where I went to college, and they thought it would be a good fit. And over the years I've taught at several places, including out of my home, but I never set out to be a teacher. I always set out to be a performer, and I think if you perform for long enough, you kind of end up playing both dual roles. And as a musician nowadays, just to even make a living, I know very, very few people that perform just for a living. You know, we always do clinics and workshops. So to be able to teach and to have those skills is of great benefit to any performer.
Now, what school did you go to out east?
I went to a place called William Patterson University, which was a very, very small college in Wayne, New Jersey, but a very strong jazz program started by Thad Jones in the early 70s, and then the torch was passed on to Rufus Reed, and Rufus was there and retired just as I was finishing up. So,
did you get a chance to work with him at all?
Yeah, I did some combo stuff with him. I worked on some transcriptions for his bass book. You know, he was around, and we were connected with him and with all the faculty there. But the program was great because it was very, very small, roughly 60 students, so probably 7 or 8 per instrument. And the fact we had probably 35 to 40 jazz faculty, so it was very one-on-one based, and it was a combo-based program. You know, we had one big band, where most schools have 10 big bands and a couple combos. This was 30 combos and one big band, so it was very small group oriented and professional music oriented.
Rufus Reed, I should say, is a celebrated bass player. I believe he's still alive, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he started in the '60s, I think, and is quite highly thought of. And so that when Adam is saying that he worked with him, he's working with one of the best bass players around by consensus, I guess. Mm-hmm. If someone said to you, okay, what is the jazz program like at macphail? Let's say I wanted to apply for the scholarship through the Dakota Foundation, etc. What would that person expect?
The Dakota Combo is in its 4th or 5th year now. I think it's in its 4th year. It was started as a way to kind of have an all-star group about Minnesota kids and musicians, and to give them opportunities that they might not normally get in their community. It is audition-based. We have auditions in the fall. Out of anywhere from 25 to 40 kids, we put a group together of 6 or 7 kids. They meet with me. They study with me all year, you know, roughly every other week for a couple of hours. We talk about group interplay. We talk about being a professional musician. They learn theory. They do some school touring. Last year they did a CD that's available. Hopefully this year that we'll be doing a small tour with them. And it's really giving them the opportunities that I really didn't have even, say, 15 years ago when I was coming to macphail. Just to get the word out about jazz in general, and to give these kids a great start. And a lot of these kids have gone on to New England Conservatory, Stanford, New School, Manhattan School, Northwestern, DePaul. I mean, you name it. They've definitely gone on to some of the top schools for becoming a professional musician. Juilliard, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything in the future in the program that you have in the works now?
I've been really pumping the Jazz Thursdays concert series, which is 6 shows a year that we book here at macphail, nighttime performances. In the past, it's been mostly people from the Twin Cities, and we're still doing that, but I'm trying to bring in more guest artists so that we get sort of a repertoire of people from out of town coming in. Not only does it help our numbers as far as audience members, because they get to see somebody that's not from here, but they see the interplay between the if you want to call them local musicians or the people that live here that have careers and the people that are from other places. I'm really excited about this spring. Brian Nichols, the pianist and composer, is doing a new Nonette piece that we're premiering in
wonderful.
March. Martin Dosh, the one-man band that he is playing here, part of his CD release weekend in April on a Saturday night. And the Dakota Combo has a performance every May where we showcase them for an hour and a half on the Jazz Thursday series. So that's kind of what's coming up.
Okay, great. Well, be sure to put me on the mailing list. Sure. If somebody does want to be sure to get this sort of information, what should they do?
They can call down here at macphail or email us. The information is available on our website, www.macphail.org.
.org. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about in terms of macphail?
I came to macphail as a student, and macphail really helped me kind of get my bearings together as a young person, kind of exploring jazz, which is what I chose to do for my living. And I think that there's more opportunities here now than ever. If you're serious about music, and when we do a clinic, the first thing I ask is how many people here are going to be musicians for a living, and we get a couple hands. And how many are thinking about it? You get half the room. How many know they're not going to be a musician for a living? You get some. The kids that really want to be a musician for a living are the people that I really want to work with. And but that's not. We also have a ton of adult programs here for jazz. And our combos we're working towards more adult combo-based programs for people that want to get back involved after they've, had a life in corporate America for a long time or whatever, to explore their creative side. So it's not just for kids. We do have numerous adult programs. Our age range is from a year to 100 right here at macphail right now. So all kinds of offerings that you can get involved with if you're interested in jazz, or if you play, or if you have a son or daughter that wants to explore jazz. We have tons of summer camps and workshops. So.
Well, thank you, Adam, for talking to me about macphail. I really appreciate that. And we'll see you later. TwinCitiesJazzScene.com. Excuse me.